Your voice was all I heard.
So the green lights say go, and they are away and racing, and Oldfield jumps out to the lead. Nlander is second. Charas on the inside trying to follow through. Our leader in Oldfield didn't and wasn't able to maintain the speed, or is he? Over the top comes Nlander. So Oldfield, Nlander, Charas. Then we go back to Kenny McPherson, who, he tailpiped the wall, and then we've got a crash. Cardi again is involved here. He spun around. A couple back in the pack, and Veronica McCann, well, that's so much for the onboard camera. If Red Hot Ronnie is out, we're going to be done and dusted. You can see the shot from inside the car, and that's not good.
No.
30-lap short journey. There's the green lights, and they say go. Pretty much a carbon copy. The first three getting good starts. It is Oldfield getting a better start. Joe Chalmers down low. Nlander tries to get the speed to accelerate over the top and fails this time, so has to settle for third right now. Then we got McPherson, Blake. They're in the top five. In fact, we've got a hard charger down low. Look at that move by Oldfield. Bo Oldfield's come charging through the field. Moves his way up into fourth place. McPherson back to fifth, Fosbergen back to sixth, Blake's going backwards, he's going nowhere as they come into the main straight, and it is Warren Oldfield who leads, and leads quite comfortably.
He does. David Nlander on the outside of Joe Chalmers is the battle for second and third. Chalmers is back to second, David Nlander back to third, Bo Oldfield is there. Here comes David Nlander again at the end of the back straight. Can he get underneath of Joe Chalmers? At the moment he can't, as they make their way into the main straight. Warren Oldfield has cleared right away from them though. Just does the quick lap of the race is 17.517. Joe Chalmers is second. He's got away from David Nlander. Bo Oldfield is fourth. Kenny McPherson comes up on the outside of him now as we look at the top five with 4 laps down and still another 26 laps to go, Carl.
Well, Warren Oldfield, he keeps going quicker. Joey Chalmers has done the quickest lap in the race, a 17.3, and that's on lap number 4 as they go down towards turn number 3 now, as we see Warren Oldfield coming through here into the main straight. Chalmers right in his tailpipe. So they go, there's a big bingle right over there at Maddington and Canning Vale Toyota, turn number 2. 3 cars have come together, and I can see the 90 splitting to the high part and the low part of the racetrack, and it is time to go. And well, it was the number 15 and Warren Oldfield who jumped out of the start. Now we've got Joey Chalmers is trying to follow him through, and then we've got Bo Oldfield who got himself into a strong position as we see them charge into turn number 3 for Schlam, and out of that they negotiate that okay. So Oldfield, Chalmers, then we go back to Oldfield, and then Kenny McPherson with a good drive. He's staying out on the high line, trying to follow Chalmers through. Now he's got a gap there, but young Oldfield, Bo, he's been able to, for a moment there, got himself through to second place because he's driving down on the low part of the racetrack. So it's Oldfield from Chalmers and McPherson. Now Oldfield goes back, and then Nlander, Jace.
So Kenny McPherson had the sparks flying off the wall there coming out of Mobile 1, turn number 4. He's letting it all hang out as Kenny McPherson in third place. Back in fourth is the 54 of David Nlander, and driving a great race is Bo Oldfield on the inside. He comes up on the inside of Kenny McPherson as he holds on to third, only just. Bo Oldfield driving brilliantly. He's down low on the racetrack. Maybe David Nlander might swing around the outside. No, can't quite get there. Going to have another crack. Meanwhile, back at the ranch out in front, it is still Warren Oldfield, but the 23 is closing. As Joe Chalmers throws the car in, trying to get underneath of Warren Oldfield. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth is anybody's guess. David Nylander's gone to third. Bo Oldfield's gone to fourth, and Kenny McPherson's gone back to sixth. Back at the leaders, though, Warren Oldfield is hanging off at grim death. Joe Chalmers is right on his tailpipe, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lap cars all about to come into the equation as well. Warren Oldfield puts 1 or 2 of them between himself and Joe Chalmers in second place. We've got 12 down and still 18 laps to go.
It's developing into a brilliant race right now, but right for the moment, Oldfield's got away by a second for Chalmers. Nlander, Oldfield and Halliday are in a duel for that third place right now. There's not much between them. He can throw a blanket over him. Young Oldfield gets up on the inside of Nlander, and Halliday's just perched him behind them.
Oops.
As we see the race out in front, and he goes sideways. The man that was running in second place in Joey Chalmers has gone round. He was only a second behind Warren Oldfield, and now
our race leader can maintain control.
especially now that Joe Chalmers has been taken out of the equation? The answer to that's probably a yes, from my perspective anyway. And Warren Oldfield claw to the floor. He gets it going nicely into turn number 1, 2. He's out of that nicely. I'll tell you what, the one that is driving a great race is young Bo on the inside. He challenges Nlander. Bo Oldfield, can he get the corner that he needs? He washed off some speed there. Nlander skips away. So we're at lap 13 done. Oldfield, Nlander, Oldfield, Halliday, Blake. They're your top 5. Then we go back to Vosbergen and Cardi. They're still in the middle of the pack, bumping each other. There's shunting going on. Here comes the 23. So he's picked up a couple of spots as Joey Chalmers.
Under pressure from Bo Oldfield. There's the battle for second and third. Bo Oldfield looks to go underneath of David Nlander. Can he make it stick this time, or will Nlander get around the outside? Oh, it's very close. In fact, Bo Oldfield, as they pass the strike, is in second place. David Nlander goes back to third.
And now charges down the back straight. He might get Nlander next. Right on his tailpipe now. Our race leader has gotten away again. Bo Oldfield down low and pushing also forward now is the 4 of Brent Vosberg, who's got a ripping start on the restart. Chalmers now on his tailpipe, so he's got past Nlander. So we've got 17 laps, nearly 18 done. The race leader skips out. Nlander gets back past Chalmers. Chalmers again coming down on the low line as Oldfield Warren goes through with the lead.
And David Nlander might get both of them. He might get Chalmers and also Vosbergen. He gets definitely past Vosbergen. Can he sweep around Chalmers? Yes, he can. He goes back into third place. So the 54 car is on the charge on the outside. Up in front of them is Bo Oldfield, and he's the next one in the clutches of David Nlander. Meanwhile, the 15 of Warren Oldfield's in another postcode. He's driven right away yet again. So run down the back straight. David Nlander hits the fence while trying to pass Bo Oldfield, and he's gone. He's OUT out. We're going to have the yellow lights come on again, and the fence has eaten up the 54, and he won't be happy.
He just got sucked into the fence, didn't he, Jace? He just...
From Joe Chalmers, from Brent Vosbergen, from Luke Halliday and Michael Holmes. We're back underway yet again. Away we go, and the lead 3 cars got away. Brent Vosbergen and also the car behind him in Luke Halliday have dropped back a wee bit, and here comes Joe Chalmers right round the outside of Bo Oldfield and takes second place. He's out after our race leader Warren Oldfield. We've got 10 to go.
Yeah, well, he won't be captaining, I don't reckon, but anyway, he is captaining, isn't he? He's picked up a little bit of ground. It's 1.1 seconds going down the back straight as they get towards Schlam. We've seen a few Schlams there tonight, haven't we? A few cars have come undone, particularly near the exit gate as they come into the main straight. So second place is still 1.3. So he's got away. Warren Oldfield's got away a bit from Chalmers, Vosberg and Bo Oldfield. Luke Halliday, they're going into turn number 1. Our race leader's coming out of 3. The O-Show is next. He's in the top 7. Then we go back to Matt Robbins. He's got a bit of a break. There's a big bunch back now where Bo Oldfield is, and he's just lost his speed.
Yeah, Bo Oldfield's losing ground. He's out of the race. He's got no tyre. He's got a flat back right tyre. Meanwhile, the margin first to second is closed from 1.4 to 1.2. He's starting to close the gap. Around the outside of Greg Horan they go. The margin is down to a second now. So Joe Chalmers is closing on Warren Oldfield. A long gap back then to Brent Vosbergen, who's well clear on Luke Halliday. And Greg Horan spins the car. Sorry, Chris Barrow spins the 39, and we've got another stoppage in front.
Those Oldfields over on the East Coast. Hope they're having a couple of quiet ones while they're watching and listening to us on pay-per-view as we're underway. Chalmers, Vosbergen, Halliday, Holmes. Chalmers up on the high. Look at this challenge for second place now. Is that a Halliday coming through? I reckon he might have snuck his nose into third now. We got past Vosbergen, and look at Chalmers. He's sniffing the tailpipe of the Oldfield right now, and he's enjoying it too. He's close enough, if good enough, Joey Chalmers. They go around turn number 2. Maddington and Canningvale Toyota. There's only 2 car lengths between them. Oldfield, Chalmers. Kazzy broken him now. Halliday, Vosbergen. They're your first 4. The O-Show is 5th, and we have now 6 laps to go, Jace.
Yeah, the margin was 0.4. If it's anything, it's now 0.6.
Halliday now 4.6, but it is going to be a fight to the finish. Oh, spearing between 2 cars there, Warren Oldfield. But so too is Joey Chalmers. The door was open, and they went straight through together as they come through with 2 to go.
Well, whatever you can do, I can do just as good. That was Joe Chalmers. He parted the seas just like the 15 of Warren Oldfield did. This is going to be a race to the finish line here. There's no cars that are going to get involved in this last lap. Warren Oldfield just in front. Joe Chalmers is closing. There's the white lines come on. There's one to go. Down into the Bella Modular Homes turn for the final time. Brent Vosbergen and Luke Halliday are third and fourth. Down the Triple M back straight. I think he might have done enough. It is Warren Oldfield who leads. Warren Oldfield has led from the get-go, and Warren Oldfield wins the Westernapolis. Second goes the way of Joe Chalmers. Third is going to be that of Brent Vosbergen, just ahead of Luke Halliday. Brad Blake finishes fifth.
Warren Oldfield, who extracts himself out of the car, and there he is. Put your hands together for your winner.
Look at that. And last meeting, he got both cans and smashed them together. There we go. There we go. Wonder if the one on the right tastes as good as the one on the left. Here's the winner of the main event from Joe Chalmers and Brent Vosbergen, the top three. Chris Mitchell is standing by down on the podium. Let's go down to Chris now.